Here it is, a plasterer's worst nightmare. We've got bubbling. Now it's literally hit out of the blue. It's the same room, same preparation. We've got to figure out if we can claw this back and find out if we can fix this for good. Let's watch it in today's video. Okay, so we've got this bubbling going crazy on these two walls here. No rhyme or reason. Probably explained it in the last clip. I don't know why it's happening, but what we want to do is leave that. You've got to leave that for as long as you possibly can. It's only had one coat on and it's literally bubbling up all over. To the point where I don't even know if I'm going to get that out, to be honest. It's literally just bubbled right up. So what you got to do is apply your plaster on every other area you can. You need to make sure that you do that area last. You don't touch it, you don't play with it, you don't try and trial the bubbles out. You've literally just got to leave it. So you just leave them bubbles, you've got to let them really come up to the surface. Basically what's happening is the plaster's reacting with the paint and the paint's releasing some cause of reaction which is causing the bubbling to crack through. So we need that to almost set and then we can trial it out and then we can apply the second coat of plaster. Now the problem is, if I was doing two separate mixes of plaster, it wouldn't have been a problem, but I wanted to rush through this hit. So I've mixed enough plaster for two coats with one mix. So the problem is, if I've got enough time to leave that mix to go off. Usually, separate mix, the first coat would really take up, and then you put the second coat on. We haven't got that luxury. So just gonna see how it goes. This was supposed to be a nice afternoon. Right, we're kind of at the point where we've got our act. The mix is getting quite thick. So, everything else is on. What you don't want to do is play with it straight away. What I'm hoping is that it's took up a little bit. So, first action is try and get them all out. Don't really push that plaster into itself. You're not fully going to get rid of it, but it is actually quite stiff, which is good. That's what you want. The other good thing is it's bloody so hot today. It's sweating my little back out. So that's on our side, but as you can see, it's still not got rid of it all. And it won't. The worst thing you can do is keep playing with it. And you want to leave it again for a little bit longer. Now what's happened is, hopefully we've pushed out the bubbles a little bit, we've forced it into themselves, but now you want to leave it a tiny bit longer before you apply your second coat. If you go straight on with the second coat, it'll just agitate it and it'll create even more issues. Now it looks pretty peppered anyway. Weirdly enough, nothing else in the room has done it. It's just around the window, so I'm guessing they had a bit of damp issues and they've tried to use a specific paint to counteract it. This side is actually reacting a lot better, which is nice. A few little spots, but that's actually coming on nicely. I've left the window wide open. We're going to get that air in. I'm going to force it to dry out faster than what it would usually. We need to really force this product to dry, which is fine when you've done two separate mixes, but on this, it looks like we'll have to wing it. To be honest, we waited as long as we could. The mix is quite thick. So what we're going to do is put the plaster on. We want to put it with as little messing about as possible. We need to just put it on and then leave it. So put it on as tight as you can. Don't put loads of product on there because that'll agitate it. Just want to put it on and then almost leave it. Again, the chances are that this second coat is also going to bubble up. That's the high chances. Not as much, because the first coat has took the brunt of it, but the chances are that this second coat's also going to do the exact same thing. It just follows through, it just carries on through. So the worst thing to do is keep playing with it. Don't keep trying to trowel the bubbles out. That's going to make it worse, it'll make the air pockets bigger. Once the second coat of plaster's on, leave it. Don't touch it. Literally don't touch it. So I'm going to finish applying this. Now we wait. All we do, we wait. Let that do its thing. Let it take up. Get the other wall sorted. Hopefully it gets there. It's a lot better than what it was. Let's have a look. Big bubble in there. This side seems a bit better, but again, the starting of bubbling there. So I've flattened this wall, little wall ahead. If you think that it's time to flatten the bubbled area, give it another 5 minutes. Literally give it as long as you possibly can. Let's give it a go. So we've let it dry. So with that, you're gonna have to work a lot harder to get it on because obviously it's set. But this is the way to do it. Now let's see what we can get from it. What I'm doing is keeping the trowel as flat to the wall as possible, trying not to use any water. The water will just agitate it and it'll create that reaction again. Try and use no water if you can. You're just gonna have to use a lot of pressure, pushing a plaster into itself. What we're trying to do is force the bubbles out. You might be able to see it on the trowel actually. You see like little marks, it looks like pots. It's where the bubbles are popping. We're flattening it without playing with it too much. We don't want to be troweling it, over troweling it now. We're going to put all that pressure into the back of the trowel. You can see I'm really pushing it in. So I'm trying to get rid of the pockets there. Work your way up. It's getting better, we've got to let it take up again. Keep letting it dry, so don't touch it. Leave it again, hopefully at open window, get more air in. So let's see. This is where we're going to get the final bits out. We've got a hard trowel, really pushing into that. And because we've got the later stages of plastering, we're opening that trowel right up. And what you'll see now is most of the bubbles have gone. So let's map out what's happened here. We've allowed time for that plaster to take up. We've allowed it to settle on its background. We've let them bubbles come through. And then over time, we've slowly started to trial them out. But it's only time that's allowed it to do it. Now, look what we've got. We've got a lovely, smooth finish. Now, I know the painter's gonna hate us. It's a bit too smooth, but look, this is what you've got to do to make sure that you get out of the woods. You've got to do a hard trowel at the end and really push them bubbles out. Now, the one thing we've not discussed is why the bubbles came up in the first place. Now, it's the same reason that plaster sets rapid, it's the same reason that plastering goes wrong when you're least expecting it. Now, I've got a free video where I explain the #1 cause for plastering going wrong in the first place. The free video, just sign up to the link below, it's in the description, and I'm going to explain the #1 rule and make sure that you get plastering right, and the #1 product I use to stop bubbling dead in its tracks. Check it out. If you like this video, please subscribe, and then check out the video on the right there. Thanks again for watching, really appreciate it. Cheers.